Hello everyone, once again, this is Culture Cooking, a place that you will learn how to make Peru's most popular dishes. And today I am bringing you the king of all Peruvian sandwiches, el pan con chicharrón. That means the pork sandwich. So let's go and I'll show you how to do it. Vamos! The first thing that we need to do is to put the pork into the boiler, okay? Into the boiler. So when we put the pork into the boiler, we need to put them with some vegetables that I'll show you right now, which is 1 whole onion per kilo, a few handful of garlics, roughly chopped, doesn't matter how you chop it, then a ginger, maybe this is a big one, so we don't want too much actually, it will be quite strong sometimes. And then we're going to put some celery, with the celery leaves, okay, like that should be enough, and some Peruvian mint, called yerba buena. You can find it all over South America, as well in the Caribbean too. They make mojito with it. So, first thing we're gonna put the whole thing here inside the pot. Then we're going to put the onions. Then we're going to put the garlic and the ginger. And then we're gonna go for the spices, which the spices are achiote, ground achiote. Achiote, it's a type of grain that comes from, it's actually a bean that comes from the rainforest. Okay, so we put it there for color and also has like a smoky kind of texture. Smoky kind of smell. And then the cumin, this has cumin, oregano, and black pepper, not too much. And then we're gonna put some brown sugar, maybe like 4 tablespoons approximately. And then we're going to put 3 tablespoons of salt. So let's go. Normally you can use pork belly, short ribs, like whatever you have from the pork. But today I am using the neck because the neck has a lot of meat and normally tastes very juicy. Well, depends how you cook it for sure. But this technique of boiling is a very Asian technique. Let's go. So 45 minutes on the dot, boom. Okay guys, meanwhile our pork is in the boiler. It's boiling there for the next 33 minutes, okay? We are gonna make 2 things, okay? One's gonna be the onion salad that always goes with the pork, and then I'm gonna show you how to make some Peruvian chili sauce, okay? So let's go. First, onions. By the way, in Latin American, especially in Peruvian cuisine, we use red onions for pretty much everything. And people, if you're wondering where it is the origin of this pork belly sandwich, it definitely originates from the Asian communities that live here in Lima. People say it's the Chinese, people say it's the Japanese, but I think overall it's just a Peruvian sandwich nowadays, but definitely influenced by Asian techniques, okay? So the way that we're gonna cook the onions is gonna be like this. It's gonna be very thin. Then we're gonna put just the whole onions with the whole white part, sweet part, everything all together, because you will not feel it when you're gonna eat it, because you will taste the garlic, the onions, the pork. It's just such a great sandwich. I love it. As I already said, the king of all Peruvian sandwich, guys. Okay. After we put the onions, we're gonna chop a little bit of the ají limo or the limo chili, which is the chili that you guys remember, the one that we used to make ceviche with here in Peru. Okay. And we're just gonna chop it as fine as we can. Okay. And we're just gonna put it in. Okay. And if you're wondering about Latin food or whatever, if you know Latin food, you'll see that possibly this needs a little bit of green, right? But in this case, we're not gonna use some cilantro, we're gonna use mint, okay? And I have the mint right here, or yerba buena. We're just gonna use the leaves, okay? I think this should be enough. I think that's plenty enough. And the yerba buena, we're just gonna chop it roughly as well, and we're gonna combine it, okay? So, this is the way that we eat this chicharrón in a lot of places in Peru. Some people don't use yerba buena, some people do, but I definitely prefer to use it because the mint with the pork and the sweetness of the onion and the chili, it goes beautiful, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. my God, this table is always wibbly. Please, if somebody wants to sponsor us, there you go. Bring a table. We need a table and some chopping boards, some new chopping boards. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it there. Okay, so normally I will season it right now, but because we're waiting for the pork, we're not gonna season this until the very last moment. We're gonna serve it because I don't want the onion to lose the crunchiness. Okay. Okay, guys. So, by the way, I am right now peeling the sweet potato because I have to explain to you guys that this is the type of bread that we use here in Peru. It's called the French bread or pan francés. Possibly a French guy made it back 100 years ago, now got popular, so everybody eats it in Peru. In Chile, and I know that in some other countries they call it marrasqueta bread, but any bread that can hold as much as pork that you will see that I'm gonna put later, it's perfect, okay? So don't worry about it, just use a good bread. Definitely not the white one, so not the white bread, so I would recommend you just to use the ones that, yeah, like the one that looks like the ones that are yummier, you know? The ones that have more love on it. And for example, if you see other preparations with pork all over the world, you'll notice that in some places they put normally applesauce and then pork, right? So in Peru we don't put applesauce, okay? Instead of putting applesauce, we put sweet potato, and in this case we are going to put some pan-fried sweet potatoes, then the pork, the onion salad, and the chili sauce on top. It's gonna be great, guys. So because I'm just gonna cut this as big and as thin as I can, okay? So this should be okay, like 1 centimeter thick. Okay guys, now I'm gonna show you how to make some of Peru's most classical chili sauces, okay? But I'm just gonna simplify the version of the recipe, okay? So we're gonna use these yellow chilies. It's called here in Peru, literally it's called yellow chilies, okay? Ají amarillo, okay? Repeat after me, ají amarillo. You got it? Perfect. So what we're just gonna do is just gonna cut it. Well, guys, if definitely you cannot find a fresh ají amarillo outside Peru or somewhere where you're watching this video, okay, don't worry about it. You can use other chilies. That technique that I'm gonna show you, you can use other chilies, and if you don't like spicy, you can even use some red pepper or like green peppers, red capsicum, green capsicums, whatever you like, guys. But just remember that in Peru we always use this chili right here, that is the base of a lot of preparations here, okay? So what we're just gonna do right now is just, we're gonna take the seeds out, okay? Very easy, simple. Just gonna take the seeds, but we are going to leave some seeds behind because we still want them to be slightly spicy, okay? We're not taking all the seeds out, okay? Boom, oops. So there you go. Then we are going to chop an onion, roughly chopped. As I told you, this will go into the pan because we are going to fry them. You'll see. Okay. Boom, boom. Then normally this is too much garlic for maybe 6. It was like 6 yellow chili, because after we pan fry this, or saute or stir fry, okay, we are going to blend it. So the first thing that we're gonna make is we're gonna use a pan to make the chili sauce, okay? You guys, you can definitely use your kitchen fire and a frying pan, but in this case, because we're in the outside, I would rather prefer to use my plancha because I haven't used it for a while, and it is a pleasure to cook on this. And it's like a teppanyaki plancha, something like that. Remember that you can use any chili that you guys have. Thai chilies, yellow chilies, habanero, jalapenos, serrano, Carolina Reaper, Trinidad Ghost, whatever, okay? As long as you slightly fry it and caramelize on a pan or frying pan, and then we are gonna blend it to make a creamy one, okay? As well, we are going to start putting the sweet potato too, okay? So, normally, this one will be deep fried, okay? The sweet potatoes and the pork will be deep fried in a lot of oil, but today we don't want to make it too oily, okay? So, we are just going to use the pork fat that I took out of the pork neck earlier. So we're just gonna render that and to cover the sweet potato, okay? So the chilies normally will take 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 5, not too long, okay? Into the pan. We don't want them to get too burned, but we want them to get cooked. So we're just gonna leave it there, okay? So this now goes into a blender. Little bit of cilantro, always, okay? There is a type of mint that grows in Peru only, and it's called huacatay, but in this case, huacatay is a mint that usually will go in the same recipe, but today I'm just going to use and to make the most simple recipe that everybody can do back at home, okay? I'm just gonna put a little bit of salt. A little bit of salt, which is like 1 teaspoon. Hopefully that's enough. A little bit of black pepper. Then we're gonna put a little bit of oil. Could be olive oil too, but vegetable oil or canola oil normally works beautiful too as well because it's a neutral oil. Okay, and then we're gonna put a little bit of vinegar, like 50 mils, not more than 50 mils. And we're just gonna squeeze 1 lemon. Okay, we're just gonna use our fingers to strain this, to filter. That's it, guys. So let's start blending. For you guys to see how's the texture that we're looking for, okay? Creamy, 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 creamy. Rough texture in this case. By the way, in Peru, we will make the same thing, but we will add some unsalted feta cheese and some milk. Unsalted feta cheese and milk inside with a little bit of crackers as well to thicken it up. That will be the same that will be the base of another recipe, and it's called salsa la huancaína. Okay, but this is we're just mainly making a chili sauce made from yellow chilies. All right, guys. All right, everyone. So this is being in the pot for approximately 45 minutes. What we're gonna make, normally, this will go inside a massive pot with a lot of oil and it'll get crunchy and deep fry all around it, okay? But today, because we're making a home-style cooking, we're just gonna slice it and put it into the pan, and that's it, guys. We're just gonna try to caramelize. We're just gonna slightly try to caramelize the outer part of the pork, and then we are going to slide it and serve it, okay? So we're almost done. Guys, someday soon, we will go into the city of Lima, okay? And I will show you guys, I promise that I will show you the best pan con chicharrón spots in the city, okay? So that's a promise, guys, for everyone. Okay, guys, we're gonna cut it because we're gonna slice it. We're gonna slightly pan fry it until it gets crispy, but it's still juicy inside, and then we're gonna serve it, okay? Always against the fibers, remember, because the muscle is going this way, so I'm just gonna cut it against it, so it's easy to chew. I told you that we didn't season these, so we're just gonna put some salt, and we are just going to squeeze 1 lemon. I'm just not gonna put anything else, just some lemon, some oil. A little bit of light olive oil. The good thing about this is that this will cut the fatness into the pork. Okay. So we're just gonna grab a bread. First thing that we do in Peru, we're just gonna put the sweet potato here, sweet potato there. And another sweet potato here. I'm just gonna put the pork right there. Look at that beautiful sizzling meat. Okay, put some chili already on your porky. Okay. And this, my friend, it is Peru's king sandwich, guys. All right, guys. So I already told you. The pork belly sandwich, king of all sandwich here in Peru. My favorite, my grandma's favorite, my mom's favorite. supposedly you Christian's favorite things behind the camera, and all my friends as well. You get the chili sauce, you can put some more, then you can put some more onions. Alright guys, so thank you for tuning up to Culture Cooking. My name is Choritos again. Remember that it's always better to put some more chili sauce on your pan con chicharrón. This is actually my own personal brand. It's called High Hippie. Now it's in stores and it's online. I'll put the link in the description of our Instagram. And it's been only sold in Lima, but hopefully in the future somewhere else in some other country, we'll see. And that's it guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit some thumbs up.
Como el viento que canta canciones con el desierto, es cierto.